Good, beautiful people, boys and girls, mamas and papas, those in relationship and singles not ready to mingle. This is the Melo Talk podcast where we have random, chilled conversation. I'm your host. They call me the Rolls Royce Survive. You know, it's July, baby. On today's episode, it's especially between the DJs and hype men. There's kind of like a cold war going on right now. The mic or the mixer. Who wants the night? Our guests today are two prominent Nigerian hype man and DJ. We have DJ Embassy.
What up?
Everywhere, check. Why a hype man for today? He calls himself the hype beast of Lagos. Give it up for hype man Wiki.
Almost.
Everywhere good. So I want to ask one sensitive question. Do you think without Amapiano we have more hype men today?
So without my piano, I think the cause of this whole problem is TikTok.
Wait, what do you feel? Without Amapiano, do you think that there will be more hype men?
Without Amapiano, we'll have less hype men.
Because of TikTok.
Me, I disagree. Because
I'll tell you why. No, but I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Do you know we have more hype men and hype women who have never been in a party, but they are hype men on TikTok?
No,
yes,
true.
I agree with you on that.
So, but we keep on calling them hype men.
But I mean, that's what they are. That's what they are. So, this is my underline. So this is a foundational problem, right?
Yeah.
This is a foundational problem. If you can remember that there was a time in the industry where we always complain about DJs, they are pitching going too fast.
Yeah.
DJs were pitching songs too fast. Like there was even time I even came out and I talked about it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like people were pitching their songs too fast and everything. But guess what? From that era till now, guess what has changed? Academics were coming up. Knowledge was coming in.
Yeah.
Knowledge, education was coming in. Because see, I can be a born engineer, right? When I was growing up, right, I could repair TV, radio, we spoil. I don't know, even generator. I never see anything like that. I would just open and one way or the other, I would just repair them. I used to do it for my people in the compound. But what it make person wey go school pass me? Na knowledge.
Sharp.
You understand? It was just a skill. You know, like when I was like 6-7 years old, I was exposed to the drum keyboard and all these instruments, right? All I just need to do is sit down with the instruments for like a week or 1 hour, 2 hours. I already know the fa sol la ti do tonic so fast. I never even go music school. You understand? Like, I already know all these things. So all I just need to do is sit down with it and I sabi am. But when I go to church on Sunday, they'll say, play key B, key C, F. I'm going to look like, waiting with that. I'm going to find transpose. But when I went to school for it and I came back, it was different because now I side read.
Yeah.
You can write music on the board and I'll play that same thing. You understand? Now I am versatile. I am knowledgeable. You understand? I can play R&B. I can play funk. I can play, even if I know, say, the one where I like past, na Makosa. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, no.
But I can now play everything because I have a basic understanding for everything. So that's what I'm saying. I say, for this hype men, it's a foundational thing. There needs to be more hype academy. There needs to be education because these guys are not being educated.
So the thing is that DJs is different. You know why it's different? You see that controller. Let's say when there were no controller, when they were using virtual DJ, you still have to learn how to scratch with it.
Yeah.
They teach how to hold mic.
No.
And they come. Now your mouth.
Yeah.
Now you get people their voice no sweet for mic.
Yeah.
And they come
I hear you.
there are people who say their voice no sweet for mic. So I have to divert my
No,
English.
we there with you.
So what I'm trying to say is that it will be very difficult for you to see somebody just carry controller, call himself DJ, and start playing. They do it. Bro. They do it. But trust me, that person need to learn 1 or 2 key. Controller is like a keyboard.
Yeah.
You need to learn 1 or 2 key to know what is called fade, to know what's called loop, to know what's called synchronize. Those things, they are not on the microphone. Somebody if you just set camera now, he put beat for the background, no mic, only in voice, and people comment like 2,000. You don't consider hype man.
But Ricky, one thing I want to talk and say.
Okay. But this is where the main actual work is. When you're able to stand in front of the crowd. I gave my mic to my manager one day. I was hyping, he collected the mic from my hand and say something now.
You start to shake.
You have to put those words together. It's a problem. I know that's where the educational part comes in, like you're trying to point out. But the reason why we have a lot of flop hype men today, spoiling the other OGs, spoiling the people that are putting the work, is because there's nobody, like, the TikTok is the problem. I keep on saying it. Because you can just set your camera and they'll just start your hype man. And when you get like start some skits now, small children, they go out and shout.
They don't be hype men.
They don't tag them hype man this, hype man that.
But do you think DJs are more organized than hype
Yes,
men?
now.
So like the DJ community, they're more.
Of course.
But that's what he's saying, that hype men need to have an academy where you train.
Sorry, shout out to Toby Shan, right? And Nicky Smooth. Toby Shan said, just said he was doing School of Hype.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the only issue, I don't know if it's an issue, it actually stopped, but because it was not something, you know, when you want to do something like that, right? Like something like Consequence, KY's Academy, and so on. They issue a certificate. They use their platform and they announce you publicly and say you're graduated to be this.
Yeah.
They give you platform for you to
start up or something. Yeah.
Now, Toby Shank, who has started School of Hype, needed to put something of that nature where he has to partner with clubs, partner with lounge, and fix these people that comes for the school. But don't just gather them, teach them like 1 week, continue like 4 or 5 days, and you don't even know if.
you know, at this point, this is where I'll call names, right? We have Dotun, we have Jimmy, we have, I would say, Jerry Shaffer. These guys have gone far and wide, right? This is one thing about this industry that I will say for a fact. When they don't say one person, they actually do these things like, okay, now, Toby Shank dared to have a hype academy. What happened to the OGs to support him? They have the influence. You don't get any club where they know if he talk to. You don't get any place where they know if he enter. You understand? If this guy now says he wants to start a hype this thing, you'll see the OGs will just cross their leg and be looking at him. Meanwhile, that is where they need to come to play. But when these boys now start doing anyhow, now then they first mount camera. Me, I go call names for this one. You understand? Now then go first mount camera and they diss these boys. But where is the education they've put in this industry? Because if Consequence comes out and say DJs are misbehaving,
he has an academy.
Because he has an academy. KYS comes out and say, do this. Obi comes out and say, this is what I don't like.
He has an academy
because he has something. He has a place where he's bringing up DJs. What is happening in the hype industry is lack of education. It's as simple as that. Because if for every time a hype man does rubbish and there's a team of people that will call your bullshit that you are saying, this is rubbish, by now we'll start having good. There was a time where DJs they tear their self shirts now. So you will say now only virtual DJs are being used. DJs will just wake up on the same TikTok is a problem for DJs.
Yeah.
The same TikTok is a problem for artists too. I don't know if you understand. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the people we are complaining about are not the people on TikTok. They're the people in the clubs and in the parties. You understand? So, what it make you get that? What it make how you take graduates? Then book you for party. Then people they see you. I come party. Hype beast sit down. You hear this DJ do this hype man talk this rubbish. Then call the boy out.
See for waiting with that now. See how you dress.
You don't even need to go meet him one-on-one. Go your Instagram page, tap the guy, call him out.
Do you get?
I don't know whether you understand.
And I feel there is no community for that.
There is no community. Yeah, so what they are doing in the hype game is godfatherism. Like,
let me bring you up. Let me bring you up. You don't
want even bring me up, sir. I say another hype man, many condom for me. As per OG, where is the education? They lack education in that thing.
And most times, some people.
And like you were saying something like, hype man they don't get and they teach person to hold mic. Beyonce went to a music school. She learned how to sing. All these hype men, MCs, they learn how to use, like, you know what loop is. At least you be artist.
Yes,
you know what loop is. That is education. That is something that you know that, okay, from this place, so this is interval, this is intro, this is loop, this is the hook, this is the ending of the song, this is outro. Like all those things are education that is going to even help you and guide you to know what you're hyping about. But these guys don't know anything. The song is playing, they're hyping. In fact, that one hype is on that thing. Drum mats is another entire problem again that we need to even face. But that one I talk for another day. You understand? Education.
It's very, very important.
Because the problem of the DJs reduced when
there was a
too
body.
many academies.
Yeah.
You understand? So right now,
so there's a police that can check you.
Yes, God bless you.
Yeah.
You understand? So somebody like Tobishan is trying to do something. I expect people like Dotun,
to support
Jimmy, all these things that say, yes, we there for you. Do am. Anybody will graduate, they follow me, they go party, he go start up the first 5 minutes or do something before I come on stage.
You go know the system.
Yes, and they just are even doing that.
So the thing here is that what I've come to understand or experience, we have these issues and is affecting all the entertainment sector. It's not just only hype, it's not just only DJ.
I agree with you.
Across the 36 states we have in Nigeria, you can't tell somebody that is in Kaduna who is playing Nottingham music, right? that we have DJs that play just Yorubas.
Yeah.
Now the only why we mention DJs because of the known faces that we know on Instagram.
Yeah.
But when you go deeper, so I'm even worse than even hype man, right? So it's cut across. But now let's say we're trying to balance it. What we're showing out there for the world to see is what we're trying to regulate.
Yeah.
This hype man we're fighting, we're talking about now, it's not the local ones then who just do that, They're talking about the main one that are on the mainstream that are misbehaving.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's try and balance this thing properly. Hype man needs to understand, right, that you're working with a DJ and you're just there to just make the music look more interesting for the customers to dance. It's not just your voice that the people wants to hear. They want to hear music and you understand?
Yeah, right.
So there's no this educational part, right? For me, I feel like hype is a talent.
Yeah, but talent also needs
needs
school.
education.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talent needs education, right? But let me be very honest with you. If we want to go that route by trying to every hype man that wants to now bring them and come,
Right.
Baba, like you will be artist now, and you can't say you get. I want to put down, but
you say education go filter those.
No,
like,
you don't see. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right?
Right word.
You can't filter everything once.
Yeah, but
right?
you try
imagine
to.
you training 5 boys and imagine those 5 boys individually going to train three more
boys.
people and those 3 people going to train. That is how the industry changed. It doesn't happen immediately.
People are doing that.
Ricky, it's just like
but
you
I
now.
I feel like there's the educational part doesn't really necessarily needs to be having an academy, and I feel like the educational part should start from these OGs setting up their cameras and talk more about hype.
It's the same thing we're talking about.
Yes.
It starts from somewhere. It doesn't have to be a
Ricky,
building.
Ricky, as you are like this now,
you
you are exposed already. You're exposed already. You've seen like a system. Like if you go to a party, you cannot just be sagging. You cannot just be maybe opening your shirt. You cannot just be doing anyhow. You get that's the system. Now you are training somebody. You can tell the place that, Baba, if you enter this place, no come on your clothes. They like this, talk like this. Some hype men just don't know that common is spelled CO. They just add it from maybe embassy's mouth and the thing sounds okay. They don't use that. You get me? All this kind of rubbish. And some people talk, they say hype men are failed musicians. Yes, sir. People.
How do you hear that way you're talking now?
No, I embassy they lie.
You know, like
No, they talk away now.
See, on that thing again in the hype industry is shout out to the mainstream boys creating the trend.
Yeah.
But then copy die. Most of them lack originality.
I swear.
So Ricky now don't come. Don't say this one. I don't see him. Ricky now come do something like rating.
You don't start.
One guy go just come from the other place now. Start to say rating.
The way you go
that
thief
thing
am,
is a
man.
Ricky thing.
The way you go thief am, man.
Don't steal that thing.
So the thing here is that just like music, an artist cannot go and perform another artist's song.
Originality, bring
The thing here is that, like I said, there's a common language for hype men.
Yeah.
Common language. Those are the basic, right? But in as much as now for your own stuff to go viral, you need other collective support from other hype men.
Yeah, to
keep on. The only issue I have with people using your originality is not giving you
credit for it.
And they don't do it. If it happens most
as
of
you
the
do
time.
now, one OG go take her now, you go bless her the OG.
Go repackage am.
You say rate, you go say wait.
Like me,
wait.
I know for sure that most time I barely use people's language, but if I do, God bear me witness. Like one time I used voltage of hype stuff when I was hyping and say shout out to my brother, but I always
sharp.
So you know why? You know I use that one. It's not there, but
in
I
case
know his friends.
Yes.
His friends might be in that club. His products might be in that club. And when they hear that shout out to voltage of hype for
they
this,
don't say Anakoyega be this.
but why you as an hype man, you use somebody's stuff and you travel with it, you go places with it, you don't even give the person shout. And that's very bad.
No credit, nothing.
That's very bad. Now, talking about, I really want us to understand this part that this educational thing, it's very necessary if you start putting talks out there. Once in a while, you that is more experienced, you talk, because there are a lot of young
And it starts with the uncle and daddy.
right?
Not them now.
So the basic point about hype here that everybody conveys about is hype man talking from beginning
to the
end. Very irritating.
I know of so many of them that does this.
Even some celebrity hype men.
Wait now.
Yes, they talk from beginning to the end, right? Talks from beginning to the end.
If they leave embassy, go
But honestly speaking, for me, hype should start from whenever you hear an empty beat.
That should be the best thing. Don't disrupt
When
the
you want to
music.
do your energy, your ginger,
It should be at the empty. It should be at the empty beat.
Then when you want to talk on music, should be those kind of music that has call to respond.
Yeah. You ginger the crowd.
There's some songs like I'm on a all those kind of songs.
Yeah.
You don't be talking just back
Small.
one.
Yeah.
Right? But because most times when I'm hyping and I keep quiet, my colleagues will be like, as if maybe I know
You don't know what you
I know what they do. Maybe I tire, or maybe they go find customer and collect PR. But the truth is,
they don't say they leave music to breathe.
you understand? The truth is, shout out to all the OGs, right? There are some hype men that you can never see walk in the club. There are some hype men you can never see walk, let's say, do rave, right? There are some hype, like I said, everybody has their
specialty.
Their specialty.
Mm-hmm.
There are some hype men that can never handle weddings, right? There are some hype men that can do both MC of the wedding and normal stuff. So everybody has that. As I said,
So I want to ask a question. Now, my question is, as much as say the hype man that hypes in the rave or the different one that hypes in the wedding, should a hype man be able to handle everything but still has his core strengths? That's my question.
So. Yeah, sure. You know the reason why an hype man need to have all this facade, like this
versatility. Yeah.
You know why? Because except you want to limit yourself one place.
Exactly.
But if you're a dreamer who believe that you want to go far, you're seeing that stardom. You need to learn it.
God bless you.
Okay, let me use myself for instance. I wasn't this hip hop kind of hype man because they made me believe that you need to know the lyrics of this song and sing accordingly as the song is going before you become a hip hop. So I just went to my studio and I just went to YouTube and I was watching this foreign hype man. And I understand the only time those guys put the lyrics is like, it doesn't sound the same way the artist
sing it. Back up.
Yes.
So you need to know the lyrics and back it up in a hype man way, like a rap. You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe like one last phrase.
The last word. But
no go spoil part of person.
Move it.
Yeah.
Dance. Because you really know that dance is coming next. You get me? So I had to learn it. And whenever I'm being placed to start up the club,
Yeah.
I can't tell them no because I know that okay, when they're going to play hip hop at 12, 1,
Yeah.
like that. So I need to follow up. So you see what I'm saying? So as a hype man, you need to be versatile. You need to learn all these things. But except you're kind of hype man that you're so comfortable to be in this level.
In this level, okay.
I've not been out of Nigeria aside going to African countries, right? If I go to places like Spain tomorrow, is it Spain or Spain?
Spain, yeah.
Tomorrow, right? And they're playing their kind of sound there. How do I come in? Shout out to Kismut. He has seen some experience. So experience is the best teacher, right? That's why there's YouTube, there are materials for us to learn. I can just sleep Monday till
You don't educate
Thursday,
yourself.
Friday.
Thursday, Friday, just go to club and just go and talk behind.
I'm going to repeat somebody else's line
Line.
that they heard on
Follow.
TikTok.
Please, money should not be your first major focus.
Yes.
Delivery should be. There are times I've been in my club and even as an iPhone that is working last for the night, when I feel like other customers that have gone, or as an iPhone that is starting the club, when grace wants to come on you, when you're doing the right
You know,
thing,
matter.
people always come to appreciate
Even
you.
if na 6:30.
Yeah, I've seen a set where they fix me late, like 5 o'clock, and everybody don't do their ginger, don't go. The last customer gave me about, you know what?
You don't talk at 1 million.
but trust me, focus your mind on the job. The money will come.
Yeah.
Then I will leave this to all my colleagues. As an hype man, please do not just put your whole mind on hype without getting another side also.
Sure.
Because if you don't have that side also, trust me, you look wretched, you will not dress properly, and you feel like the job is a punishment job. You only enjoy hype when you have inflow coming in.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get bookings for a long period of time and you're not working in any club, you'll be talking rubbish in here. But when they insult ball and say, when you get
money,
no, those kind of things like. But at the same time, too, when a customer comes and buy one bottle, right?
Like money now.
That's his own kind of. So
No
you don't need to tell him to buy 100, like put pressure on him and say if you don't get, if you're buying only one bottle, go home. Come on, you understand what I'm saying? Hype is not insulting.
So yeah, to summarize everything up, this is the advice I have for DJs, hype men, in fact, art in general.
Yeah.
There's this word that we say, and we say it a lot: talent is not enough. Right? It takes a whole lot of hard work and education, like I say. Like on your own, I know Jimmy Jazz has some books out there for being a successful DJ and everything.
Yeah.
People have like stuffs out there, like people have passed some certain footsteps, like a certain trail. Like you can still go and read, follow up, and do some research, watch videos, not just the TikTok thingy and everything. You know, you can't learn from, you know, if you learn from somebody who no gets anything, where they even look for something to learn from.
Exactly.
So you go on YouTube. YouTube is like a very big school, you know. You can learn from there as a DJ, as a hype man and everything, to learn how to do this thing professionally. That way, we can sanitize the whole talk and wahala. Yeah, for the industry. I think, you know, that's...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that it is on the mic and mixer. See you next. Bye-bye. You guys enter one or two. You enter one or two. So we will drop this beat. From Hype Man Ricky, the hype beast of
and Hype Man DJ Embassy.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is Hype Man Ricky, the hype beast of Lagos. Give us something. Give us something.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're up on the building like this right now. You already know the vibe. My name is HBO, Hype is of Lagos #1. Here we go. Somebody let's vibe. Let's vibe. Let's move. I want to see you move your body to the left like this right now.
You don't move.
Wait there, Mike. As you like. That's there.
No, me.
Wait there, Mike. Oh, yeah. Make you.
We don't the Melo.
I said, no louder. I'm Melo. when they talk, no laughter. I'm Melo, when they talk, they say, just give me my money.
Just give me my move. Just give me my money. Just give me my move. Ladies and gentlemen, Melo talk. Give it up for us. I love you. I love you.